Hello and good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Thanksgiving. Today's officially the Thanksgiving Day. I know many of you in Canada have had their full of turkey this weekend or ham or whatever it is that you celebrate it with. Some may have not celebrated because you might have been out harvesting. So sending you out some positive vibes there. So for those who are just joining me, my name is Mary June Tracy, and I'm a psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, an astrologer coming forward to you with your weekly astrology. Yeah. And everything's already starting to play some havoc in my house as Mercury comes up to 11 degrees. 11 degrees and is going to be going retrograde. And then, of course, it's going to happen during the dark phases of the moon. The balsamic moon is going to be coming in. So it's going to be a little bit of cray-cray happening. Don't you know it? And it's all about, us staying in our balance, staying in our dignity. Dignity is a word that's coming through this today. So staying in our dignity. So, and just an FYI, if somebody, I got on Periscope, I had to go back onto my Periscope here and I had to go through and block somebody. Well, I block a lot of people on Periscope. But one that just seemed to follow me, but then it's been crazy because if you see something on my Facebook that you just know it's not, you just know, you know me, please let me know, because there's been hits on my Facebook again where I'm just sort of backing off of the whole some social media. No, I'm not going to back off totally, but just do my regular posting and stuff. But I'm amazed at how much effort someone has to take to come out and try and attack you or throw you off guard or try and just do shit. I don't know. It just amazes me how much energy someone takes to try and throw somebody else off balance. And it just amazes me every single time when I see people doing that, because that takes a lot of effort. I mean, that takes a lot of your energy. It takes a lot of energy to go out and try and tear somebody else down. If you ever notice that, it does. It takes a lot of energy to try and throw them off balance or try and be rude on their platforms and stuff. So, and it doesn't take much effort to be kind. It's like, which way do you want to go? And that's where the energies are going. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go to the energies of trying to constantly be that person who's trying to pull other people down? Or are we going to go to the energies that are bringing people up? Because we're heading into I would say some heavier, some of the heaviest energies that we've had this year is coming up this week. And especially as Mercury opposes Uranus. And with that opposition, it's going to really create some off balances, some, new thoughts, new ways of looking at life. We also have with, the Sun and Neptune. I mean, there's that energy with the Sun and Neptune. And, wanting to create our new realities, our new dreams. So there is a lot of, energies that are coming into, on both sides, right? So there's a lot of energies that are coming in to say what is true and what's not true, because it's all about categorizing and on which area you want to focus on. Because some areas for people, it's like, this is false and this is real. So it's really looking into truth and really working past illusions that are being put out there about many people, even within our politicians and some of the, a lot of our politicians, where things are being maybe portrayed upon them that may or may, that may not be true. So there's energies that are coming in to discredit people who are of credit and credit people who should be discredited. Interesting. And this energy of, and it's very warring, because that's where the Mafia brothers are, and where Aries is, and where Mars is. It's this warring energy, and this energy of this warring is even it's in within our own selves. It's not, I'm not saying that everybody's going to go out and go shoot everybody or what have you, but this is about this energy that's rising up that is getting us to really look at our ways and look at where, this is, what side do you choose? Where's your loyalty? Where is that essence of you? And where do you want to create that within your own life? And that is really where this energy is coming in. And this new moon in Libra is such a transformational moon. And it is going to really twist a lot of our realities on really solidifying the energies of saying, we ain't going back. There is no going back. We are going into a newness, a new reality, a new way of thinking. And it's, for a lot of us who've been working on this and working within our own energies and really creating this new world for us, it's going to be, we're going to get it. It's going to be difficult at times. It's going to be where we have to, really shake things off, but it's where we are able to work within our own dualities and create what we need to create within our own dualities. It's just crazy. I think I need a drink of coffee. Brought out my Halloween mug, one of my Halloween mugs. This is my favorite one. I love it. It is like the blackboard with the chalk on it. And I know I've had this mug for quite a long time. And it only comes out at certain times of the year, so I can keep it pristine without chips or anything on it. So this is, and yes, it is a Starbucks mug, like many of my mugs. So bringing that energy of Halloween coming in, and so much going on. So good morning. And if I didn't say good morning to you, I'm saying good morning to you all right now. If anybody I missed. So who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? Whoa. So I have the little box here. Have the cards out. Sage is going. Sage is really going. It's really burning today. Got the sage going. I'm making some washes today. So I got a blue wash going. I have a red wash going, and these washes are great for sprays. And they're also going to be great that I'm going to be putting them in little bottles for people to utilize. And you could just use a couple drops when you are doing any cleansing or clearing, depending what it is that you are wanting to do. So those are brewing, and they're all set in some grids, medicine wheels, crystal medicine wheels, and doing that. Just quit. All right. Okay, let's see who's going first. Waiting for these energies to come in. Oh, and they're coming in. Yeah. Let's see. So we have Taurus coming in first thing. Got the bull. Got a lot of bull. So the Taurus is coming in. And I didn't even pulled up some things, didn't pull up everything on my other computer. Oh, look at, and you know what? And this just ignited even more. Crazy. Bull, what is going on with you, man? There's I know we got Cirrus is slowing to a crawl, and it's going to head direct this week, which is really bringing in some time to reflect. And I got reflection coming back in for you, and really reflecting on where you want to look into, but there's also some kind of fantasy that's coming in. So I feel like for you, Taurus, is that there's this energy that's coming in, and it's good, but we imagine how things could be, but it's up to us whether we want to bring it down to earth. And you're opposite, with Neptune or Uranus in there, and he's opposite Mercury, is really getting you to take a look at that of which you are dreaming about. What are you thinking about? What's coming in? And making some aspects down to the bad boys. So we have this energy that's coming in. That for you, it's you don't like to be muddled. You don't like to it's where you don't like to be confused. You like it's like, this is what we're doing, this is how we're doing. So when things get really confusing on you, this could be where you find it, this dreams and hopes and everything that you're trying to do, that you need to start bringing it down to earth, and you need to start putting action to it. But there's a process of overthinking with this all. Ooh, be open to new possibilities. So the world's coming in. So allowing you to be open to these new possibilities and new actions that need to be taken. Yet this is where you get lost. There's a lostness in this. So there's some kind of lostness in there for you, Taurians. And you got to put the past to bed. Like, you can't keep things. Venus is coming in. So Venus is coming in, and she's really bringing in some energy for you for this transformation and change, for you to really start to look at. Come on, pull up. I'm just having a great day there. Work with this transformation and changes. And with Venus comes in, and she's sextiling over to you. She's trying to activate things. She's trying to bring in some of that beautiful creativity for you. Yet I just feel like there's, this is coming in about relationships. This is your mind switching. This is about re-embracing some dreams, and a lot of overthinking for you, Tauruses. But you got to find your inner strength to do what it is that you need to do, and bring forth that inner strength that you need. And this is for your transformation, because the transformation angles over to Pluto is about freedom and expansion, bringing in that freedom, that feel good, that works. So that process of overthinking everything is not doing you any good. Then you get stuck. You just sort of sit there. You don't move, and you're already slow moving as it is. So, I mean, what's coming in is that it's like too much work. 10 of Fires, you're overburdened. There's just too much going in there. You're trying to do everything, carrying it up the hill, trying to figure it all out. But you have to look at with, Venus opposing Neptune, and that's in your 11th. That's happening here on the 18th. This is about re-encountering your friends and people, and this is reclaiming some things, but it's also restoring. So with you in this vibration of overthinking and over, just over analyzing everything, is really where you need to sort of take a step back and really take a look at where you need to restore. What parts of you need to be restored. Know that you have the inner strength. And if you feel like you're doing too much, are you asking for help? Are you reaching out to get that help that you need? Because really, that's kind of that's just going to get you stuck, and we don't need a stuckness with because as I said, you guys are already like womp, womp, womp. I'm not saying you're not hardworking, but to get you want to make sure it's like almost like you're overlooking all of the things all the time, and analyzing it too much, and that's just getting you into. So this week, and especially with Mercury retrograde, the thing is that you got to back up everything, make sure you got everything backed up, make sure that you are really embracing some things that you need to embrace, and if there's and restore, if there's anything needing to be restored right now, this is a great time to restore anything. And as we are moving towards this energy with this new moon, and we are coming into the dark phases, and as we go into Cancers. So we're coming in, and Cancerians, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You too. I think this is a huge week of overthinking and over analyzing a lot of our energies. And for you, my lovely little Cancerians, this is like with this super moon, it hands you a lovely spoonful. This is your energy. You love this energy. This is moon energy. This is about being honest with all what you want to do, bringing that self-love and get that little sprinkle of love onto you, and feelings and sharings in your truth. This is you coming out, my little Cancers. Yeah, because it's super moon time. It is a blue moon. It is power time. This is great for you guys, for little Cancers. Start conjuring. What are you going to conjure? What are you going to create? Could be very good creative time for you. And with that Mercury opposing Uranus, can really bring in some activation there for you, of you really looking into something a little bit more deeper. And you got to own it. Just own it, my little Cancers. Just own it. Just own that shit. Just own it. Just own it. You got to own it, own it, own it. And with that, see, transformation comes in. In comes the Death card. Transformation comes in. Off it goes. There it goes. It's reclaiming and reviving. This is reclaiming and reviving, reclaiming and reviving. That's what you need to do. And especially anything creative. Become into that creative, get into your conjuring, your incantations, bring in, what are you manifesting? What do you want to create? This is a great flow for you. This new moon can really activate energies for you. So there's a huge activation that's coming in. And of course, the moon card comes in for you. Yes, upcoming, you're sensitive, you're feeling, you're tingling. You're just tingling all over, my little Cancers. And this is like, okay, I feel it. I know it. It's activating. I need to validate it. I need to look into it. And I need to listen. I need to listen to what I need, what I am validating, and know that I need to stay positive through it all, because you can get pulled down and crash. Because the energies can run very high on you, and then you're just like, oh, yeah. And then something triggers, and you're just like, oh, and it's like something stabbed you. So we don't want that. So when we talk about how we feel and ask what we need, we feel loved, and we are secure in our relationships and bringing in that security. And if it's not, then it has to go. That's where your incantations and little conjuring needs to come in, because the Two of Earth comes in, and it's all about balance, right? Okay, so this is bringing in this balance. This is bringing in this energy for you to bring in the transformations, right? So this is the need to make decisions, right? Consider it, the Two of Earth. So there's balancing that needs to be coming in for you, so that you can actually, choose some emotional freedom, not escapism. Do not get into the escapism. Do not get into the Neptunian energy of wanting to zone out. This is very important for you to stay focused, to stay here, to make sure that you are doing what you need to do, because if you're not, you could go down a crazy Neptunian world and choose some cray energy down there, man. I mean, you could get into some real abstract kind of fucked up energy, and we don't want you to go there. That's not where we want you to go, Cancers, because it's not good. It's not good to go there. So you got to stay positive. Do it, because you got the energy. You got that moon energy coming in. And as you bring in that moon energy, activate it, utilize it. Start creating with that moon energy, because this is where you can make some really crazy little potions and lotions and all kinds of fun things for you. So come on into it. So I got my little Cancers all out there. Yeah, we're going to create some stuff. Yes, we are. And in comes the Aquarius. Now let's all get serious, because Aquarius just entered the room. Aquarius is taking a look at everything that's around, and taking a look at a lot of this Neptunian energy that's coming in, along with some squares happening. I mean, Taurus is squaring over to you, and just bringing in some, some movement. There's a lot of offerings that are coming up on the table for you, and it's choices. There's freedom. This is a really fabulous time for releasing for you. So my Aquarius is releasing and expanding and going bigger. This is bringing in bigger expansions that you need this week and choosing what path to take. So this is all about some really big activation and choices. And with the portal opening up, stepping through the portal, reconnecting to your purpose. Things will be like, I got stuff being thrown at you and you're just like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. And it's like, nah. What is your, what do you feel is your best thing? And this is where it's like, you have only one life, so live it, reincarnation aside. So right now you got to live this life to the fullest, to the way that you want to activate it. It's important. I'm bringing that in. Oh my goodness. My phone's over here and
sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
And Siri just popped on. That's crazy. That's very Aquarius, very Uranian, cray energy. And authorizing. This is authorizing your own path. This is you taking charge. Aquariuses, you love to be in charge. You don't like it when nobody else is not following you. So it's like, yes, I'm in charge. This is what I'm going to do. And it's positive energy. Bringing that positive energy and surrounding you with good fortune. Bringing that in. Bring it in. Bring it in. And I just feel like this, just like the Cracker Jack that's just snapping on you and it's coming in and it's allowing for you to change. And there's a change around, especially when it comes to finances and loans for you. So some new things are coming in about money, mortgages, credit cards. It's about this is about you to ensure you are crystal clear. And again, crystal clear on where you want to go and what you want to do. And incomes, of course, Libra comes in. Libra's your sister sign. It's air sign. It's bringing it into balance, right? It is the cardinal. It is the leader coming in with that leading energy, and allow for you to come in with that leading energy and making sure that you're grounded in what you do. So this is coming in, making sure you're crystal clear. This is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to do. This is going to bring in the transformations that you want and the positive changes that you want. Because as that new moon comes in with Libra, it's going to activate some real crazy energies. And I don't know how much crazy. What's okay? What's bigger than crazy? I'll think about it. But this is bringing in something that demands a different outcome. It's demanding a different outcome. So with this energy that's coming in, and especially with Venus in your 8th opposes Neptune, and Venus ruling 2nd on the 18th, this is like, whoa, this is bringing in some crazy energy. It's right after that new moon. So on the 16th, we have to set loose a new, with this super moon that's happening in your 9th. So there is a lot to do, again, and it's squaring off Pluto in your 12th. So this is about rebirthing. This is about direction. This is about looking at exactly where you want to go. And it can cause some issues. The abundance card comes in, the Ace of Earth. So that's about putting down, what is it that you want to create? How is it? And the Ace of Earth is the Ace of Pentacles. It's like crossing your T's, dotting your I's. That's what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. Right? See, this is, and I'm going to bring in the Taurus energy about this, because the Taurus energy is like, oh, but did I dot my I? Did I do this? They're over processing it. Okay, they're really over processing it. In the Aquarius energy, it's about, let's just get moving. I did that. Okay, let's go. It's really getting you to move forth and not repeat. This is a new success story for you, and getting you to embrace that new success story. So there's some real positive energy coming in here for Aquarius, and it's not to get lost in and angry. Don't get angry. Aquarius, don't get angry. So this is just about you just being focused on what you want to be focused on and doing it. Okay? Because if you're not focused on what you want to do, then that could cause a lot of anger issues that come in. And believe it or not, you know who's next? Believe it or not, believe this, it's Gemini. Gemini. So there must be something here that you have to know, my little Geminis. Whew, Geminis, what's going on with you? There's got to be something crazy coming on. Let me just take a look for you, my little Geminis. Yeah, I can feel the crazy. And I can feel the activations coming in and the frustrations. Man, there's frustrations. So, frustrations, questions, backstories seem to just a little too good to be true than they are. That is because your Mercury, your ruler, is going retrograde in the sign that it doesn't like. It's in its fall position. It is in Scorpio. And you're feeling that, and it's like, and it's like trying to, it's the retrograde boss, it's your due diligence. This is about your history to do good, to be true. Treat those retrograde rules. Like, this is very important for you guys, Geminis. Your ruler is heading backwards on the 13th, and it's ruling, and it's in your 6th house, which is with Scorpio. So it's capacity for all kinds. And this could cause a lot of mayhem for you over the next 3 weeks. And even as it's going into the into Libra, and then it's going to come back into lovely Scorpio. So this is, if you're OCD, this is the OCD time. This is about spreadsheets, Excels. This is what you need to do, because this is going to hit a lot of Geminis and Virgos quite heavily. And this is coming into your friends and connections, and this is from your past. So this could feature. So a lot of things from your past could be coming up. A lot of people, things, connections, and this is about looking at your connections and your focus. This has got to be in your focus, and see, the sun's in your 5th and it opposes Mars. Then on the 16th brings that super moon, and you're going to feel like it's almost like I got tingling coming down on you, and a lot of tingling, a lot of activations that are coming in for you. So it's going to really initiate a lot. It's going to initiate some conversations, which is good. You could be finding some friends in some very powerful places, some friends that are going to help you, but people with the entire are in a mood to help you may also play a role with Venus on the 4th, and it opposes Neptune. So if there's some dreaminess or romantic energies that are coming in, just follow it. Follow that energy, the energy, not necessarily the person, the energy. Why is that energy coming in? Right? So this is, beware. Beware. This is, looking at things, I feel like, with Mercury in your 6th is all about your due diligence, checking credentials, checking things. You're going to do something. You got to check it once, check it twice, check it 3 times, check it 4 times, right? Somebody seems to be too good to be true. They are. And then comes the Taurus. So you really have to be grounded this week. I am grounding the Tauruses. I'm grounding the Geminis with the Taurus. I have a son with a Gemini. Does he have a Taurus moon? No, the other 2 have Taurus moons. He has an Aquarius moon. Oh my God. And my little Gemini out there with the Libra moon. Oh my God. There is some crazy energy. So I would say for you Geminis, find out what your moon is. Find out what your moon is. If you don't know what your moon is, I think that's going to be, that'll be helpful for you, for a lot of you Geminis, because this energy is going to be, I feel, quite heavy for you. And you're going to have a heaviness over the next 3 weeks until it goes forward on November the 13th. Mine is Pisces. Don't get lost in the delusions, Amanda. Don't get lost in the delusions. Because with Neptune is going to take you into some delusional areas. And it's making some, there's a yod coming up this week with the sun. It's going to last a little bit. So don't get lost in the, this is, into that, because you're already going to have it already with the Gemini energy. So It's take time to play, get back into nature, get into your inner child, allow things, do some crafting, maybe painting or something. This is like getting into things, get your hands. I got paper mache coming in. So making things, maybe making a bowl. I got a bowl coming in for you guys, making something, right? Creating something. So this is about, because that's very Taurus. It's like getting your hands into stuff and creating it. And with that, watch out for your ego. Oh, false entrapment. So it's kind of like the tower's coming in for you guys this week. The ego. So watching, because you can get a false sense. You can be overly focused on material things. So that's why, let's get into some creating stuff. Try not to overthink anything. And especially if that person was, if something seems, this is the thing, is that you're having these romantic inclinations, energies that are coming in, shocking the tower, and this energy of romance and ecstasy coming in. And I'm not talking about the drug, please. I don't want no Geminis on any ecstasies. That's for God sure. I mean, that would be a very fucked up thing for you guys to be on any ecstasy this week. You guys have to be grounded, not your head in the stars. No. Need water with this one. No hallucinogenic drugs for Geminis this week. I'm watching the drinking, because the drinking is going to come in or something. There's whatever you use for escapism. So keeping yourself focused, keeping yourself in line and grounded is so important. So important. Marked safe from drugs. Sharing, drinking, that's no fun. Amanda, no. We're coming in and we're saying, no, not for you this week and not for the next 3 weeks, especially with Mercury retrograde. We don't want to lose anybody. So you got to stay here. You got to stay focused, and you got to stay within and stay grounded. It is so important this week and for the following weeks. I can feel it for you guys, for Geminis. So. And addictions aren't just drugs and alcohol. I mean, addictions could be sex. Addictions could be anything to do with social media. Addictions could be shopping. Addictions. I mean, there's a lot of addictions. So not losing yourself in it. I mean, you can lose yourself in playing games. Like if you're a gamer, or if you just like to sit around and play games, that's not no, we don't want that. And as we talk about delusional, we end up going into Pisces. And that Piscean energy, and you're not going around in a circle, but you're oh my God, you're spiraling closer to what you truly want. So there is a spiraling happening, but you got to trust the flow in the process. My Pisces, I think there's this energy that's coming in, and you're getting to where you want to go, but it can feel a little delusional to you. So this is where you see the directions that things are taking you, that energies that are taking you, that love is taking you. And it's really where you need to look at a fresh perspective of things, get a fresh look at things. And the Three of Wands is coming in. The Three of Wands, it's like standing up there on the hill, taking a real look at what's going on. And this is very empowering. This is about looking into, that energy. And it's the wave of the mermaids or the mermans. And this is about this tail. If that's, shaking that trident, it's shaking things and getting you to go into a new, it's almost like the rattle is over here. It's saying over here, over here, over here. And you're like, oh, is there some rattle going on? But there's a rattle going on. So this is about the two fishes in opposite directions. Are you the fish that is swimming in opposite directions? See it as a circling one another to come closer. So even though it's like you got to come into this closeness so that you can go into the directions that you need to go into. This is linked to your past and freeing. So there's something coming from the past. Those fish should not be circling a drain. So anything that's a spiral going down, get out of it. So this is about connections. This is merging this. I got the sun coming in for you, so that's good. So it's open-heartedness, bringing it in. Know that you are going to, it's Nemo. I got Nemo coming in. So Nemo's coming in, and when they're following the turtles are following the current, and they're in the current, and they're going and they're following the current. And of course, there's the little cool little turtle, and this little turtle is like saying, okay, and he swims out, and the dad says, yo, it's cool, dude. Don't worry. He'll find his way back. That's the Pisces. It's cool, dude. You'll find your way back. It's all good. Just ride the wave and trust. Just ride the wave and trust. You're coming into the current. You're coming into that energies, right? And this is where it's like you got to trust it. You got to trust that wave. You got to trust the current. It's like a surfer can look at a wave and say, yeah, baby, that's my wave. I'm going to crush it. So coming into it, and that full moon, that super moon that's happening on the 16th, woo-wee! And it's in your 8th. It's going to provide you to surrender to the currents and the changes. It's allowing for you to go with that flow. Now I got the crazy the crazy stoner chicken that's coming in, right? And the stoner chicken, I got all these stoners coming in. The stoner chicken that's in the Penguin show where he's watching the wave, and he's just like, yeah, man, you just got to go with cool. Just got to go with the wave. Yeah, it's all cool. It's all good. It's all good. And he ends up winning. Everybody's like so focused. Got to do it this way. Got to do it. It's just like, no, I got to just flow with it. Just got to go with it. It's going to be fine. We got to go with the current because Uranus is coming in, and it's going to change things. So you just got to go with it because Uranus is going to come in and go, psh, and you're going to like, yeah, that's cool. Maybe I'll go this way, but no, I like it over here. So this electricity coming down into the water, electrifying energies. So know that when the lightning hits water, the water gets electrified, the current. And I don't know if you've ever seen lightning hit water. It is so cool. It is so cool. And it does. And the water gets very, it shocks you. It shocks you if you're very close to it. It could probably kill you. But parts as it goes out, it shocks you. If you've ever touched the water after lightning has hit it, it's pretty cool. So yeah. So it's bringing in those changes. So don't swim against it. Just allow yourself to go with that flow, and you're going to see great growth come out of this. This is like really getting you to go with that flow and really getting you to go with that transformations, because this is bringing in some powerful revolution. So spread your wings. It's life-changing experience for you this week, Pisces. Pisces, you're going to have something crazy, unexpected is going to come in. Uranus is there, and it's going to be awakening and enlightening, and it's going to be good. But it's going to be like, whoa, fuck, what do I do now? Just go with it. It could be an offer. It could be something that comes in out of the blue, and you're just like, what the fuck? And you're just like, yeah, okay, I'm gone. That's what you got to do. Even with Mercury retrograde, it's like this energy, and you just know it. You just know it, and you just got to do it. So it's very electrifying that way. So don't worry about it. Just go with the flow. Be the crazy chicken. Be the crazy chicken. Be the turtle. Be that turtle that's just like, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Whoa, you're looking handsome. Look at that. My grandson's looking so handsome. It's a handsome boy. So go with the flow, my little Pisceans. Gotta flow with it, baby. Don't let anybody put any restrictions on you as we go to the Libras. Wow. Libras. Oh, my Libras. Oh. Libras. Yeah. You're the guys that are bringing in all the shit this week. It's always the Libras that activate things. Even when you look at if things are going to be activated or change is going to happen, it starts in a Libra. So it starts with the Libras. The Libras are the ones who activate it. So, for instance, for relationships, all the energies for changes with relationships happened in Libra in the 80s. So our changes in how we think about relationships, how we deal with relationships, divorces, etc., all happened in Libra. And happened with Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter in there. So we got to look at this energy that's coming in. And now with this moon, this is all for my Libras. This is like reinvention. This is where it's coming in. And this is super moon is about reinvention and rebirthing. And that's what Libras do. They bring in and another time when the Me Too movement started, it started in the Libra energy. And it started with Jupiter and Libra. But nothing could be activated during that time. So much energy was coming through. It was even coming back in the 80s. So it was some of that energy of activation of the Me Too movement was happening during the 80s. But it couldn't get activated. It couldn't get going, right? It didn't get activated till Jupiter moved in to Scorpio. It had to start. It had to start there. So when we look at energies being started, it starts with the Libra. Then we got to watch the other planets where they're going. And with this new beginnings with my Libras, all of a sudden I'm coughing, I'm feeling this, but it's getting to relate to abundance. Excuse me. They're clean. So this is about this reinvention. So this new cycle officially begins this week, but it begins with the supermoon. And this supermoon is in your first house. And this supermoon is on the 16th. And you're going to feel the buildup, and especially as we go into the dark phases, Libras. And now that is for a Libra sun, a Libra moon, and a Libra ascending. So if you have, where is Libra in your house? What house is Libra in? Okay, for me, Libra's in my fourth house. So this is going to be an activation of my fourth house. So if you haven't gotten your natal chart done, get a natal chart done or pull it up. Find out where Libra is activating your house, because that activation is going to be huge for you, because that moon is a huge change and transformation of everything. Should I repeat that? Of everything. That Libra moon, that super moon, we got a super moon, and a blue moon this month? What the fuck, baby? This week with the sun in your first, and it's opposing Mars retrograde. This is bringing in this new moon, and the super moon is going to be squaring off Pluto. So it's squaring off. Okay, what haven't you been expanding on? What haven't you been working on? What have you not been working on? Because Pluto's like, I can kill that. That's what it does. I'll kill it. I'll take it. So it's bringing in a lot. My 83 comments. So somebody clicked. What? That interesting. Just an FYI, there's been somebody, and I had to, that I am Groot person, was a certain person who was trying to distract me and because they can't get on my Facebook. So now they're making other accounts on other social medias that I'm on and trying to do fucked up shit. So, but this is where this energy is all about. And there is luck that's coming in for you. So there's some luck. So bringing in that luck. Yeah. So just going back to that one thought that I had. Yeah, because if you go back to their comments, were very, sexually oriented, very trying to really pull me off in different directions. So it was quite interesting with them. So, anyways, they got barred, they got banned. So, people. So this is about to reboot your future. We're going back to the Libra. So we're going to reboot your future. This is about the feelings of traveling back to or resurrecting something in order to move forward. So we got a resurrection coming in. So again, Pluto, resurrection, death, transformation, death, transformation. We're bringing in that resurrection. So whatever was dead could rise up again. And bringing in the Scorpio, death and resurrection, Scorpio. So there's death and resurrection coming in for you. Because, I mean, as you know, what comes before Scorpio is a Libra. So this is bringing in masterful energy, magnetic, charming, beautiful energies from Scorpio, and putting up boundaries, putting up those boundaries and saying, I ain't taking that bullshit. That's not where I'm going. I ain't going there. That bullshit ain't mine. You have it. You deal with that. That's not mine. This is mine. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. And with that comes in celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. So it's celebrating time for you. Bring that celebration in, and in comes the magician. The magician. And look at it's Raziel. Raziel. Whoa. You want transformation? You want things to happen? Archangel Raziel is the dude. You know what? Here's something my little Libras can do. So take his name, Raziel, write it on 3, 6, or 9 rocks. Any rocks. I don't care what size. Write his name, Raziel, on the rocks with a Sharpie. You could decorate it and then put them on river rocks. Just write his name, Raziel. Because he's the God. He's the God. He is the angel of activating things, of cleansing, of clearing, and bringing in that cleansing and clearing and allowing for you to bring in that transformation. Allow him to come in and sit in that activated wheel. Sit in it. Allow yourself to feel the activation with him. So bring in Raziel. He's going to help you. He's going to help you to manifest. And he is very magical. So bring in that magic with Raziel this week, my little Libras. So there's a nice little incantation that you could do with him. Bring in that love, love, love. Yes, that's what we want. Whoa. And that's my cards just go flying. So as we go through all of this, my Libras, we have the notorious energies of Capricorn. We have the energies of beautiful Capricorn coming in to help and to guide you upon your new journey. Please come in and fasten your seatbelts as Capricorn is about to approach a landing in your field. So in comes the Capricorns, and this week's supermoon wants to author something new to bring in some success. So there's something new that's coming in for you, Capricorns. And this is a way for you to, this is about discovering, allowing for you to becoming the detective and bringing that in. So begin the process of being all you can. And simply by trying. You just got to try it. You just got to do it. You just got to come on out and be it. And as you are doing that, this is getting a whole new angle of what you want for success. That's what it is. This Capricorn energy that's coming in for Capricorns, this is about you to take action. This is about you to really take and go forward in where you want to go forward. This is bringing in some real positive energies there for you. I got some issues happening with my computer over here. No, I don't want to do that. I just want it back. I just want it back. I don't know if I can pull it up on my one computer. I think my one computer might finally. No, it's not going to do that. And I'm going to say the word. I'm not going to say the word because I can't. It can't do this to me. Can't do this to me. Oh no. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, so. And my computer is just dying. See, this is, it won't even let me. Okay. I'm going to have to do it that way. Sorry for the interruption here. Of course, Capricorn comes in and then everything goes haywire. What's with that? Capricorn, you're just causing so much haywire. So this is really, friends, goals. This is about you revamping. Mercury, with turning retrograde in your 11th house on the 13th, you are also being offered the opportunity to reboot a lot to do with your professional energy, your career, your path. This is about a fresh direction. This is about what your credit deserved. So allowing yourself, don't get your little feathers in a ruffle, because there is, with that supermoon that's happening this week, you could be really feeling that square, and squares aren't necessarily bad, but without them, we'd all cruise along life on trines and sextiles like a bunch of beach bums. But, I'm not saying life's a beach isn't a nice way to live. It certainly is. I mean, I wouldn't mind living on a beach and yeah. But this is, we never really find out what we're truly capable for. So this is bringing in fire. The fire is coming. So let the emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal. This is rebirthing. This is revamping. This is bringing in some craziness things, right? And as we go through, what do we have? Of course, what do I pull in is your energy. Like Capricorns don't want anybody else's energy. It's like, I'm Capricorn. I just want mine. I just want to do it my way. This is really looking at your shrewdness. This is looking at the way that you want to do things. My lovely little Capricorns, this is about allowing for you to get a little bit ruffled, and that is fine. But it's, if you look at so many successful people's charts, they all contain a fair number of these aspects of these trines and conjunctions. So you need both, and you are not about to ignore the call to what you need to do to achieve. You need this energy to get you activated, to get you going. And Venus is in your 9th house, and it's opposing Neptune in your 3rd on the 18th. So you got this oppositions. So either you opt for a permanent escape to sit out in front of that beach hut, or you take it serious and you start to bring in the activations and change that you want. And this is about writing a new chapter. It's delightful. It's delightful. Come in with that delight. Bring in those blossoms. Allow for that to happen. And with that comes the Knight of Fire, passion. So sudden events needs immediate change. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So there's change that's happening. There's activation that's happening. It's time for that activation and change to take forth and create it and do it, because the fire's coming in along with that earth, bringing you in more fire. There's a lot of fire that's coming in. And for you, fire, my little, you like it. I mean, you guys are a very passionate kind of sign, yet you don't like it if someone else is bringing the fire in. But the powers that be, the energies that be, are bringing in this activation and fire for you. Take hold, my Capricorns. Take hold. All these earth signs. Because the next is Virgo. Virgo, and you have Venus in there. Whoa. That is really getting laser focused on the things that you want and want to do. This is with Venus in here, and Venus is in your first house, and it is bringing in some crazy energies for you. This is really activating parts of you. This is bringing in intuition, imagination. This is allowing for her because she wants to feel good. This is about rebooting your self-worth. This is with Mercury, your ruler, is going to be bringing in some retroactive mayhem this week. It's coming into your third from the 13th, and this is going to really, it influences Gemini. So you need to treat these rules seriously. And this is where you need to be handed to you by the higher powers and inscribed upon you in stone. What are those retrograde rules? They apply to you big time, just like they apply to lovely Gemini. You need to have those retrograde rules. And this is for you to be really diligent on it. This is watch out for delays, breakdowns, and cancellations. Fact check everything that's coming through. This is very important, so you don't be afraid to ask for clarification. This is a clarification week for you. Get the clarification. And this is about, are you ready to bring in celebration? Celebrate something. Bring it in. Let's do it. Let's bring it in. Bring forth that celebration. Bring forth what it is that you are wanting to create. This is to watch out for anything that's going to delay you. Take your time with love too. And this is especially applies to past loves or anybody reappearing. With Venus in there, it's got to be they got to be good, and they got to be changed. Otherwise, you don't want that shit. And with this new moon, the super new moon is happening in your second, and this is going to usher in a cycle of freshly minted self-esteem. Boom! It's also your money house. So that's going to be activating something to do with money in and around you, and how you create money, how you bring in that abundance into your life. And with that, the 7th house is coming in too. This is the area of your life for long-term relationships. So look into your relationships. What's happening? Are they activated? Are they feeling, oh, or are they feeling, whoa? What's going on? What's going on with those, right? Take a look. Take a look. Because it's beloved. Somebody out, life partner. So somebody's coming in from the past. Watch out for it, because not everybody, there's a reason why they're in the past. They're back there. There's a reason. They're coming forward. Why? What do they want? Huge changes for you this week. A lot to do with your self-esteem, a lot to do with things that are going to be activated and in your second house. So this is looking at your highest potential, making sure that you fact check. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to take your time to ensure things are right. This isn't for you. This is getting, and don't over laser things, right? Because if you get too caught up on it's got to be this way, you're going to miss a lot of information and a lot of facts that need to come in. So don't get overly crazy with things this week. It's reality. It's a reality. 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 Bringing in that reality. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. And with Venus in there too, she's not happy being in there, but she's going to make sure things are done correctly. So, just saying, she doesn't like it in there. And as we go for things that people don't like, here comes Scorpio. Little things about Scorpio kind of annoy people at times. Just saying, we can be that annoying type of energy. And with Mercury going retrograde here, Scorpios, and we're just ahead of our birthday season. Yes, my birthday's coming up on November 4th, if anybody would like to know, or send me presents. I like presents. I'll take them. I take money donations too. But it's about you can dream it, so be it. Be whatever you want to dream. Do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. Scorpios, this is about a power of reinvention. Work your brand like your own business. So work it, baby. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. This is about ready for a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Relaunching, rebranding of your magnificent ahead of your new cycle. This is about rebirthing any possibilities. So wrap yourself in a cocoon, put the armor on, and take all the time you need for emerging to astound with a new brand. And with Mercury retrograde, take this time. Take this time. And it's in your first, and it's starting on the 13th. So your appearance, your profile, online, yes, off, unfiltered, your brand, your presence, your Fab Five, your social media, your look, your style. What is it? Let's start to rebrand it. Let's start to re-look at how we want to be seen. So with the sun in your 12th, and it's in the opposition to Mars in your 6th, this has to be back well-being manners. This is going to drive and this is going to drain you. So what do you want? Drive or drain? Drive or drain? Because we got the lion coming in. And the lion's going to bring in some strength. It's going to bring in some loyalty. And it's about putting on the armor this week, Scorpio. It's adjustments, transformations. It's a super moon. And this moon is also squaring your Pluto in your 3rd. Hearing from someone you might, from the past could come up. Venus is in your 11th and it's opposing Neptune. So here's some changes. There's some changes. There's some processes. That Venus-Neptune position can, it's going to bring in something. Here comes the Aquarius, so it's going to bring in something crazy. It's going to bring in some new energy, some freedom. So it's all about your style, how you want to be seen, how you want to be, how things are going at it, and balancing it all because the polarities come in. So looking at that balance, looking at how you are wanting to be seen, how you want to be projected, this is the energies that are coming in for you, right? And this is like, here comes the high priestess. Here comes the high priestess. She's, I think the high priestess is, married to the magician because, she does have a lot of things that are hiding, She doesn't give it all to you. I mean, she has the book, she has the creation, she has the connections, but she's like, you just got to trust. Got to trust what's going on. And the high priestess coming in and saying that you got to trust, that, Scorpio. So this is a brand message you need to send. This is how you want. And branding, how do you want to be seen everywhere? How you want to be seen? How do you want to be seen out there? You guys are back. Where'd you go? You didn't come here and bring me coffee. So it's coming back. And what's coming back? This is on the phone with your mom. Okay, you're allowed to be on the phone with your mom. This is this energy that's coming in for us is really you brought up Capricorn, so it's like later. Find out where Capricorn is, because Capricorn's going to activate some shit this week, and especially with the Pluto there. And then, of course, the square. So the supermoon's squaring it, and so is Mars. So there's some really big activations there with the Grand Trine, because we got this Grand Trine that's happening. Grand Cross. That's huge changes. Fuck. and they're all activating the world point. So there's going to be a huge change in activation on the world that's coming in this week. And with that activation and changes, it's going to be bringing in something that's going to pull on the world scene of the consciousness, it's going to really pull the rug out. So for a lot of places. So poor Kyle. Just it's like, poor Kyle. It's going to be okay, Kyle. It's going to be okay. But that's oh wow. That's what I got to say is, oh wow. All I got is, putting armor on and staying and doing what you need to do is so important. And Scorpio, it's that rebranding. How do you want to be seen? And whoops. And that's the whole thing. It's like, here, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to be seen. And this is what I want to do. And yeah, baby. That high priestess comes in and she's saying, let's go. Let's get it done. As we go to the sign that is activating war. And when I mean war, I mean war. This is where energies are coming in and where that are bringing up, and a lot of energies that are bringing up that are just causing some craziness with everything. But, it's about revisiting your self-worth. Mercury hits in a full retrograde mode and it's in your money house. So time to upgrade your empowerment. This is upgrading. This is not a sub-theme here about sharing. Let's explore it. Impulsive, fiery, bringing in that energy of impulsiveness. And this is where it's virtually this commodities coming in. And this is about, there's little doubt that you're sharing what you have and makes you feel good. So this is like, you're sharing. It's a two-way street. How are you receiving in the end? So it's opening and accepting. This is about, or slightly guilty and ridiculous selfishness for no reason. No, this is about your self-worth. What am I worth? This is like, when I got Wayne's World coming in, you're not worthy. I'm not worthy. This is like looking at and sharing what you make. This is about what you feel. This is bringing it down and making it real, baby, because you're on a whole new journey. You're stepping out. You're stepping out in something new. You're going forth and you're bringing in your brilliance, but you got to trust it. This is an abundant mindset. If you're thinking, oh, woe is me, I can't do anything. I'm not loved. I have no money. I'm not worthy. I can't find a job. Then you won't find it. Because this energy is coming in and saying, no, you got to activate that higher octave. Bringing in the super moon is coming in and it's ushering in a whole new phase. Utilize it. It's your worthiness. It's harnessing this power that's coming in. And this power that's coming in is bringing in Vesta. Oh, Vesta. The goddess of your sacred spiritual self. And bringing in that energy of your sacredness and allowing for you to embrace your sacredness. Are you going to do it? Or are you going to sit there and pout and say, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. That's my crazy Aries voice. And this is coming in. There's support around you. There's support around. Are you asking for help? Are you asking the divine, your angels, your God? Are you asking other people? Are you coming in and being real and saying, this is what I need? I need some help. I need some activation. I know I deserve this. But being truthful with it, not in a, I deserve this because this is what I deserve. Not that kind of asshole fucked up way, but in that truth of honoring that self, that light, that goodness, Aries, because you can get into this crazy, and you get that, you get in that weirdness, and that's not where we want you to go. Not to becoming the asshole or the whiny little baby, No. Like, oh, does he love me? Oh, is this where I should go? Blah, 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 blah. No, that's not it. You got Mars in there. That's your ruler. Even though he's retrograded, he's awakening energies within you to know that, yes, I am worthy. I can do this. And in comes the Four of Pentacles. And this is where it's like bringing in too frivolous or being too cautious. So here comes the Four of Pentacles. And it's like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I'm not good enough. Whoa, this. And it's bringing in all of these energies. And it's like, no, this is like giving, allowing yourself to open up. And it's even like, you may feel like, oh, I have nothing to give to anybody. I have nothing. You could give, somebody asks you for money. So let's say, when I get stopped at a corner, and sometimes I usually try to keep some change in the car, and I keep some money in there. And sometimes what happens is I don't have it, but I send them blessings so that the next time if I see them again or if I see it, I can give them something. It doesn't matter. You can have like $2 or you can have $3 and you're the richest person in the world. And that's how you got to look at it. But a lot of times people don't look at it that way and they don't feel it that way. And they just like, oh, I only have this much. And then if is that how you feel, then that's where you pull your energies down. But you got to come into the blessings and come into that place where you can be activated and you can come into some truth of who you are and come to the higher part. And watch what you're saying. Leo's next, but I'm just going with Aries still. Watch what you're saying and how you're saying it. Be aware of what the words are coming out of your fucking mouth. The more you're aware of how you are saying things is an activation. Words are spells. Spelling, how you say things is how you activate. If you are activating a lower octave, like, oh, I'm doing really well and I'm great. Oh, but I don't think I'm worthy of that job. Or, oh, look at this. Oh, but I only have $3 and I can't go there. Oh, I love this. And blah, 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 and then you go down. And it's like you pull your own self down. Nobody pulls you down. Nobody pulls you down but you. So don't go there. Don't go into that aloneness. Don't go into that place. Watch your words this week, especially with Mercury retrograde and a supermoon happening. Watch your words in that grand trine that's happening that is activating all the major points. Watch your words. Your words have meaning as we go into the ferocious, the most vibrant, the most loving energy, Leos, coming in. And Leo's saying, don't come too close because I will burn you. This is where I am, looking to what to take and what to toss away. This is a time of like, no, yep, yeah. Yeah, this is where love is going to reveal a lot for you this week. There is a lot of love that's coming in for you. And this is about to check that energy for you and check some, that how am I treating myself? Love is the fine point of action this week for you, my dear little Leos. And with this Mercury retrograde in your fourth, take a little extra care, for everything that you need to take care of. And with that supermoon, and your supermoon's in Mercury's ruling third. So this is in like, some crazy energies can come up and some communications. So really take some time to really look at it and take care of business. This is a week to get professional. Take care of business. Take care of what it is that you need to take care of and you need to look at, whether it's relationships. This new moon is all about love, or conversely, the devil being in details. This is about your house decluttering. This is about redecorating, renegotiating, renovating. This is about anything to do like that. It's a fine time to do what you need to do. And with Venus coming in your ruling second and it opposes, it's in your money house. So there's a lot to do with money, revamping, and looking at your finances and incomes, proposal. So there's some business opportunities that are coming in, but of course you got to really look at it, revamp it, revise it to see what it is that you need. And in your 9th house is coming in, and this is broadening your horizons. Allow yourself to see things in new ways and new places. So when you do that, new opportunities can come in and revive you. Revive that line. It's like fluff up that mane. Fluff up that mane. Just fluff it and just shake it all over. This is a revival. So I do that, my hair is going to fall. Revival for you, and bring in the magic, because the magic's there for you, my little Leos. Just bring in that beautiful magic. Bring in that substance. That substance. So this is a time that is involved with salaries, paid negotiations, joint assets, loans, mortgages, anything you share with someone, from chores to bank accounts. You need to be clear about what and who and does what. And don't be afraid to get things in writing. Write it down. You want to get things done, get it in writing, because there's a lot to do with money this week. And this, I just got like money this week, and I just got the Leos like, don't be touching my money. Right? So this is bringing in the truth, and the Knight of Water comes in, and he's all about love. He's about romance. He comes in. He's the one who goes to the bar, and that all the girls are just like, oh, look at him come in, and he's all charming and kind, and he's all feeling their emotions, and he just, he oozes all of this beauty. And this is about balancing your emotions, balancing how you're feeling about it. If any of this is triggering something with you, and especially when it comes to financials, then you really got to look into why is it triggering you and what's going on. And getting to that truth of it all. Truth. We have truth coming in. And as we have the truth coming in, we got the last sign, the last one. And the last one that's coming in is lovely Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Yes, you are the last one. Sagittarius, I always, I love Sagittarius, but I always have, I'm trying to describe them and work with them. I mean, they have some beautiful energy, but it's always that mutability of that fire. I always see you as a flame. I see you as a forest fire. And then having the arrow, you are the energies of shooting your arrow and going into directions that nobody else will take. And the energies of going towards what you want to take. This is about taking some perspective, but don't get bogged down with it all in regrets or nostalgia, and you want to make some new memories. So the people to create them are with you already, or they're ready to be found. I think ready to be found. So I think there's people that are ready to be found to help you to activate something new. And this is about past healing is taking place for you. And where does that fire still burn? And who comes with you into the future? So this is with this Mercury retrograde in your house of the past, aside of the usual retrograde. This is past places, people from the past, especially your early years, past neighborhoods, haunts, unfinished businesses coming in. Past wounds may resurface this week. So there's a lot to do with reflecting. And above all, don't judge anything that's coming in this week, and especially yourself. This is simply about you reframing everything. And as you reframe, in comes the dragonfly. And the dragonfly is about transformation. It's a renewal. It's a connection to spirit. That lovely, beautiful fairy energy comes in. And this Mars retroactive in your 5th means that somewhere a fire may still burn. So there might be a torch or something that's going on of something that you need to reignite. It's those embers that are burning deep within inside of you that are still activated. And maybe you try and walk away from it, but there's something there that you need to look at. And your needs, you need friends who have your back and support your dreams. You don't, especially with that supermoon and it's squaring off Pluto, you need people in your corner that are going to help and activate it and bring you those connections, you know. And this is about your health, watching your health. What is your daily routine? What is that you are doing in order to keep things activated? This is now a different wavelength that is coming in that you're realizing, but you got to really watch how your routine is and who's around you. Making sure, this is so important. This new moon is in your 11th, and it's always one that puts us back in touch with our future goals. This is ushering some new social experiences, especially with COVID. So look for ways to connect. And if people from your past are on your mind, yes, you make the first move. Get organized, get realistic on where it is that you want to do, and especially with Neptune there. So there's this energy, you know, there's so much. Oh, I'm exhausted with you. I'm so exhausted with Sagittarius. Wow. This is exhausting. There's so much. That's why Sanctuary came in. You need to find that time out to bring in that balance. If you don't have that time out with that balance, it's going to really bring it. You're going to get burnt out. There's a burnout that's coming in this week with you, and I'm exhausted with you, right? And especially if you don't have your fucking shit together. Like, you know, I find like if you don't have things together for yourself, it's going to be a very difficult week for you, and it's going to be very hard for you. Having that spiritual center is so important. You're the connection. You're the man and the beast in one, with the arrow to the divine. So the man and the beast has to be grounded. The beast has to be here. The man is the intellect to bring in that beastly energy for you to go forward, to shoot the arrow of the direction you want to go into and allow the arrow to fly. But if you are trying to control the beast, if you're trying to control the man within you, then, and I mean man by my male, female, so don't get hung up on, oh, what do you mean I got a man in me? I don't have no man in me. It's getting organized and realistic about patterns. And Venus is in your 10th, and it's enhancing it's enhancing things to do with your public image and your professional energy. So put its importance to be seen as someone who knows where they are aiming. And especially with Neptune in your 4th and Venus opposes your 18th. This is about your living arrangements, your family. This is on a larger scale. This is to do with your employer, landlord, council. This is to do with everything there, authority. Have a clear outcome in mind. Know where you want that arrow to go. Know what you want. It's like, yes, I'm shooting it, but have some idea of what it is that you want to build, right? And this could just have you, a creative way to move on and build on that past, build on and move on, build on and move on, right? That's so important. There's a stalemate that's coming in, an unwillingness to make decisions. The 2 of Swords, you're crossing yourself. You're not looking at things. The information's coming in, yet you don't want to move on it. You don't want to act on it. You have all of this energy to really activate and move, but you don't want to do it. It's time to do it. Time to do it. Get it going. Get it activated. Oh my goodness. So much energy is coming in. So much energy. I feel something coming on. For myself. Anyways, I feel something's happening. But this week is like, oh. Like there's some real positive, great, energies to change and activate. We really got to guide our energy, and we really got to make sure that we are putting up on our spiritual armor. It is so important for us to be doing that this week and not just go out and be willy-nilly, just like here I am, calling in our guides, putting in that purple light and infusing it with the gold and the pink to infuse our aura, to infuse that energy. I know, I just feel like there's such a harmonizing of energies and life that is coming in that we really need to work on our chakras and bringing in the angels for the chakra energizing ourselves. So this is this isn't any crazy joke week. This week is there's a lot of changes and transformations that are coming in, and we got to be aware of them, and we have to be real. It's about this is a huge week about being real on our life focus and our life force. And if there's a force that you know that you have to be working on, then work on it. Don't fuck around with it. Because if you're going to fuck around with it, you're going to get fucked. But not in the fun way. Just saying. So, So today, as we're heading into this dark phases of the moon, as we start taking a deep internal look into our lives and the energies of where we want to activate and go forward, we really need to step into our newness and step into our light. The old paradigm is now gone, and you'll find that after the super moon. There's going to be such radical changes that are going to be coming in so fast that it's going to be like, what the fuck? Certain things aren't going to go away. So we got to get used to it. We got to get used to it. And some of them, people are fighting, and there's going to be a fight with it. But you got to choose your battle. Choose your battle and choose your sides. There's going to be a lot of sides being chosen this week. And people choosing sides for certain things. So I feel the war is getting activated bigger and bigger. And, just where Neptune is, activating a lot of energy there, and where Uranus is, and it's starting to activate a lot of this energy that's coming up with inside ourselves. So step into our light, step into that beauty that you are, and go and ignite, and know that how worthy you all are. Know that you're a blessing to the earth, and the earth is a blessing to you. So may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you, and all that you say, and all that you be, and all that you do. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in Canada, and blessings. Bye-bye.